So I did some digging and research for the Supra because I asked any of you guys who have owned Supras that have had the same breaking up issue that I've had with like the overboosting issue. One of the most common things that I heard was checking your coil packs and checking your spark plugs and all that stuff. So I started digging into this a little bit today, and I had one of Mickey's buddy John from JSP come over and we looked at it together. What we noticed is when I went into the coil pack, some of the coils are exposed and some of the wiring is exposed, which is most likely the issue. I've gotten a bunch of things about people saying I need like a fuel cut delete and stuff like that, but the main thing that I have read, and I've talked to other Supra owners, and after diving into this I immediately found this, and this is what I think the issue is. You can actually even see the previous owner, they tried to fix this problem, or they've been having something like this problem for quite a while, because as you can see, this is like literally exposed. This is probably arcing on the inside, and then some of these wires of these coils, like this one right here, some of the wires actually exposed, and what is a pretty common thing to happen is this will literally spark against the side of this metal, and it will give the sensation of like a misfire, and it will feel like a misfire. So that is something that I do need to fix, and if I was actually spend some time today and fix this up, I would assume it would fix the issue. But without getting into it too far today, that's all gonna be changed soon. I don't wanna waste money on fixing these stock ones right now. I think I'm just gonna enjoy the car how it is. I'm not really driving it too much, nor am I really like racing it around in high boost all the time. So I'm gonna leave it as is, but something is coming to fix that. So that's all I'm gonna say about that. So I'm gonna put that stuff back together, but something happened to this car and it's my own damn fault, and I'm actually really upset about it because this is like something that I was trying to avoid, and now I feel like an idiot for not doing this sooner. And I know a lot of you guys are gonna hose me for it because you're gonna tell me it's my own damn fault. I was getting into my neighborhood driveway, not the driveway in front of my house, like the driveway into my neighborhood, and I angled, and as I went up the little like mini driveway, the front right tire caught the right fender and it pulled it out just a little bit, and this was off camera of frantically trying to fix it. Calvin finessed his hands and actually got our soft rubber mallet and kind of hit it back in and folded it, but then in the process of that, and when it pulled the fender, the paint cracked. So now on this amazingly not screwed up paint job, your boy has chipped the paint. The original paint has now been chipped. I'm really upset with myself. You can actually see this is like some of the tires gone off of the sidewall, and that is from it catching this front fender. So now it's like, you can't really see it too well on camera, but it kind of jets out right here, and the more I touch that, the more that is gonna continue to flake and break off. So that either means repaint the whole entire fender. Like, I don't think touch-up paint is gonna do that any justice. So it's either I just let it sit and grow and fix it eventually, or I fix it now, or we do a different front fender. And like, it kind of like opens up the can of worms, like, oh, there's an excuse to go crazy, let's go crazy. But I didn't want to go crazy. So I'm kind of like, I don't really know what to do. I'm really upset that it happened. I could just repair it and just go to a paint shop and have them fix it. Mick, can you like partially repaint that fender, or do you have to full send and repaint the whole entire fender? I don't know enough of that, but
do it right, it's a full send. But I didn't look at the chip, so I don't know how visible it is on the outside of the fender. Is it actually on the outside?
It's like right on the underside, but it's like lifting, and I give it a week or two of it being outside, or like something's gonna flake on it, and eventually all of it's just gonna start flaking off.
I mean, the right thing to do is repaint the fender.
Told you, brother. Hey, if I was on air, that wouldn't have happened. That's all I gotta say. I would have went raised up a little bit.
No, this is due to it coming up and then coming out.
The wheel being turned to the outside, and then when the spring got compressed up, the tire got closer to the fender, and then it like reverse rolled it and pushed it out. And then when I pushed it back in, it cracked.
No one's, you know, someone's standing here, you can kind of see it.
But
like,
I see it, and it's gonna grow.
But it's like that with every car you own, you know where.
Wide body fenders, what? Just go to wide body fenders?
Because of that chip? That's your reason.
That's a perfect excuse.
That's your excuse. This fucking thing, you're gonna go.
I'm joking. Not really. What? Moving on from the depressing Supra story, I want to give a little thank you and shout out to Rotary Bum. A while ago, I showed you guys the premix kit that I bought, and it came from Rotary Bum, and they like send out, and they make a premix kit that they send out to Rotaries. It's almost like a monthly subscription, and he reached out on Instagram and he said thank you for shouting him out, whatever, and he actually hooked me up on their subscription program, so I get sent out 2 quarts of premix a month, which is enough to pretty much keep your car on premix for a month, and I get 2 every single month. And he didn't have to do that, so I want to say thank you, and he sent me out some goodies, so shout out to Rotary Bum, all my Rotary boys. Be sure to check them out if you're interested. If you finish everything else,
start the next.
put the socks on the last thing to do. If you can get all the other designs done in time, then we'll do something creative with the socks. But if not, I want to do one of the new logos, plain and simple, on like a white or black sock. We've spent about like 5 hours today planning and drawing out what the drop for November is gonna look like. The whole entire day today was dedicated to wrapping up Honda Company and getting things set up and ready for that. Calvin's actually been working on his BRZ all day and I haven't been with him at all to work on it, but not every day are we able to do installs on cars, and some days like other things need priority, and that's kind of what today was. I've had this talk with you guys, but this is extremely far out to like even give you guys notice of it, but November 14th area, that's when our next drop is going to be. And then we're also gonna be following up with the December 1st drop. Like, we're going ham. You're literally gonna get 2 drops in the span of 2 weeks. And what we have up and coming for those drops in like 2 months, literally promise you, will be the highest quality you have ever seen coming from me. Nowadays, you see a lot of people do the same stuff. Things that were new and fresh like 2 years ago, now everybody's doing. And I love that everyone's doing things, but it's always important, or at least to me, to be original and do new stuff. And we are literally pushing it and setting a new standard. So coming November, we're gonna be seeing new stuff and raising the bar that I cannot wait for. And we've been literally spending a lot of time getting kind of all that stuff ready today, so didn't leave too much time in the garage, but I feel really good getting that off my shoulders. I feel bad leaving Cal hanging on his own.
I'm just trying to get my fitment to be right, Teach, all day.
Do you miss me?
Yeah, I do.
I think you're missing me out here, bud.
I need you to pull the lever real quick.
What, this? What do you got up here, bud?
I'm just trying to do a business card right here. The closest thing to hitting anything is the axle to the control arm or wishbone arm.
Oh, this is gonna make your car sit lower? I don't understand.
Yeah. You know how my bags look kind of weird? I'm helping do R&D right now. So what's gonna happen is I'm gonna end up sending out my bags back to Universal Air, and they're gonna custom fit it. So I'm just trying to get measurements right now to get max low out of my bags, and they're gonna custom tune my memes.
Oh! Oh my God, Tyler.
That I'm stepping on fucking bubble wrap. Like, why is that cool?
You don't like the backfire?
Not that.
That sounds good. It's cool.
Oh my God.
A little pops? That literally sounds like
I'm just now realizing.
like a 1911 or something. It sounds like a little pistol.
I'll never understand.
What?
I'll never understand cars. Like, I just. Like, remember today when that BRZ was idling out front? You were like, that sounds so bad. In my head, I was like, wait. I thought that sounded kind of good.
I'm always like super late to video games, and Fortnite is definitely one of those. I've been playing it actually quite a lot recently, and I'm really enjoying it. And although I really don't have that much time to play video games at all anymore, which sucks, I've been trying to wake up just a little bit earlier and get just a little bit less sleep so I can have some time in for stuff like this. I'm thoroughly enjoying it so far. I haven't streamed it yet, but I might be streaming soon on Twitch, so keep your eyes peeled for that. Tomorrow morning, I'm gonna do the first talk that I've ever done. I'm going to speak at a high school tomorrow about pretty much like my relationship with like you guys at the end of the day. The certain high school that I'm going to is technically for like quote unquote like troubled kids, and that means anything from like girls who are like pregnant in like their early teens, or like certain kids that have like gotten in a lot of trouble and they got kicked out of a certain high school. It's like a high school for like, I guess, troubled individuals, and that means like a million different things. But one of my sister's best friends is a teacher at that school, and she asked if I could come like speak to the students about how I started what I did with no money, with no funding, and just learning everything on my own, which I'm super excited about. As you guys know, on my vision board, I've had a public speaking opportunity as one of the things I've always wanted to do. Tomorrow I'm gonna have the first opportunity in doing that, and I wish I could film at least some of it, but because it's a high school and they're technically minors, I'm not allowed to film on campus, which is understandable. If you guys are interested in some of the questions that they are asking, we might do like a podcast about it, or I might like recite some of the questions that were asked to me at the end of tomorrow's vlog, which would be after the talk for you guys. I know a lot of you guys are super interested about that stuff, so I kind of want to share my answer to that, and like I'm kind of giving like a speech story, and then there's like certain key points that they want me to hit, and I read over the questions, and they're really good questions. I know you guys would want to hear them, but if you are interested, stay posted to tomorrow's vlog near the end because I'll go over them. Anyways, that's all I have time for today. It was a relatively slow day, but really productive day on the back end, and sometimes that's what's more important. Thank you so much for watching. I will catch you next time. Chris from BS for Build literally just got on Discord, and we are gonna play some games. I'll see you tomorrow. Peace out. and keep moving forward.
And I'm feeling good.